Sunday, we have one of those families that, like, our extended family, every single Sunday, we go out to my grandma's farm, and we all, like, get together, we visit, we have supper, all that jazz. So, for us not to be able to see each other for months at a time, when we're used to seeing each other every single, like, week, is a little bit difficult, honestly, but everyone has to do it, so whatever, it is what it is. But I'm still very thankful for them. They are the funniest people, and they're amazing, so I love spending time with them, and I am very thankful that they're all doing okay. None of them are sick. They're all doing amazing, so I'm very thankful to have them in my life. Alright. The second thing that I am thankful for. Moving this to the side. I like it better, I think. What do you guys think? My tummy's growling because it's 7 in the morning and I haven't eaten yet. Shush. I'm trying to film. The second thing that I am thankful for is my doggo, Stella. As you guys know, I am obsessed with my dog. It gets a little annoying sometimes. I'm aware. I know. I am like one of those crazy dog moms. It's ridiculous. But she has been doing not the greatest because when we lived in the city, she had a bunch of her doggy friends. She got to come to work with me every day. She was like in her element. We had a routine. It was all so good. We would go on the weekends to doggy queues, so we would go out. We'd go to like a mutual friends. We'd like switch houses, but we'd go to one of my coworkers' houses, and all of us would bring our dogs, and they have big fenced-in backyards, so we would all just let our dogs run around and play, and they would have so much fun. But I moved, so she doesn't have as many friends here as I or she would like, which is okay. I think she gets lonely and she wants to play. She has one friend here, which is good. They just started getting along. Like, Stella takes a little while to like warm up to dogs, so she's not like instant friends right away. So I took her out there a couple times, and it's a farm dog. She lives on a farm, so they're not allowed inside. It's a little bit of an issue because if I'm inside, Stella like will kind of want to be inside with me, but it works out fine. Like during the day they have so much fun, and so that's she likes skiing. She likes rollerblading more because it's a little faster, but she likes skiing too. Obviously, I can't rollerblade all year round because we have snow on the ground. Yeah, so she's doing very well, and I don't know what I would do without her. So she's she's my lifesaver. My goodness. So another thing that I'm thankful for is bed,